Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my first video of Lords of Destruction. I'm pretty excited to bring this to you. I'll just give you a little background on my D2 experience. I played D2, back in the day, probably when I was in the 8th grade or so. And I never actually got the expansion pack, so I'm actually pretty excited to get playing this. Yeah, so class-wise, I think I'm probably going to roll with the Druid. I've played a lot of Blizzard games in the past, and most notably WoW. And I played an Elemental Shaman back in the day, and I was looking at the Druid talents, and I noticed a lot of them are like elemental spells. And I was looking at like some of them, they're like Armageddon, like Hurricane, Typhoon. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna roll with. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Disney character name there. Um, yeah, so like I was looking at the spells, like I saw a video like Hurricane. That thing looked pretty massive, so I can't wait to try that out in like PvP. Yeah, also I was kind of thinking what would be a good idea is if maybe we could get some followers
Good day.
to play along with me, and maybe we could get a co-commentary going, and just to see how it goes, and because it's probably gonna be more interesting if we have more than one player, like if we get like 3 or 4, or maybe even one of each class, like, and we could just have like those characters to follow. Maybe that'll be more interesting. But I mean, we'll just see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And I'm just gonna set up my options real quick. There we go. And I actually noticed that like the stash in this game is, I think it's bigger than what it was in D2.
I am a
And
cog,
yeah, like I said,
five pieces of
I
the
never
puzzle
actually
for
got to
the
play Lords of
cipher
Destruction,
solved.
so, and I know most of you probably listening to this are have played Lords of Destruction, so it's probably not going to be fresh like it is for me. So that's another reason why I was saying maybe to help spice it up, maybe we get like a few other people to play along, and just to go through the whole storyline with me, that maybe would be more interesting. Yeah, I just ran into the wall there. Um, yeah, that's another thing. Like, if you don't have the map on, like, I just instinctively like go to the right because for me, like, it's usually to the right, like the exit. So
So it
that's
begins.
pretty stupid there. But yeah, that's another question I have for you guys is whether or not you want me to leave the map on or not. It's actually kind of hard to play without the map, but I mean, because the map can kind of obstruct your view and kind of obstruct the gameplay. So if you guys think it would be, you know, better for you guys to better for the viewers to not have the map, just let me know in the comments and I can take care of that. Although I will say it'll probably be pretty hard to try to play without the map. I mean, what I'll probably end up doing is probably just try to use it as little as possible. And yes, I'm just mindlessly killing zombies here. Anyway, so yeah, I was reading up on some of the D3 changes, and I saw real money auction house. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe that's happening. At first I was kind of like F that, but I mean it is Blizzard, so I think I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt for now. Like, I was thinking about it, like if you could maybe pay for the game back, that pay for the game can essentially pay for itself. So if that happens, that's just awesome. That's pretty sweet. And I don't know, just the more I think about it, the more I kind of come around to it. But I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. And also, like, I was thinking, like, 'cause I played it a lot of while back in the day, and people, they have the auctioneer mod, and they go through and they just spend like all day, making like microtransactions and constantly buying and selling, and they make a lot of gold. So I was wondering if somebody would make a mod for the D2, like, somebody has the potential, to make a lot of real life money. So that can be very interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna put all my points in vitality. That's the one thing I remember from D2. Just pretty much you want to go max vitality. I might put some like points in like strength or dex, but probably just mix in a little strength, little dex. Yeah, I'm gonna go fires. I think it's called Firestorm for now. Yeah, so I mean, I played. I'm a pretty like casual D2 player, and I'm pretty a casual gamer in general. But I mean, when it comes to PvP, I can get pretty hardcore. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Is maybe if you once I hit the level cap of like 85 or so, I'll probably just end up doing mostly PvP, and hopefully I get some strategy videos on here. Even though I mean D2, I mean who wants to see a D2 strategy video? They're probably way overused, but I mean that's pretty much gonna be my focus. Probably end game is PvP, and D3 wise, I'll probably have a lot of D3 videos up later on when that comes out. I mean, I guess my hope for this game is that it'll hold me over till D3 comes out, but I mean, who knows how long it'll last. But, I mean, it is fresh and exciting for me, because I mean, it's a new class for me, like a bunch of new spells, like there's charms and just all sorts of stuff that I haven't gotten the chance to play with, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I just found the Den of Evil here.
This is where evil hides.
I actually got disconnected for a little bit right there, but I came back in and Den of Evil was right there, so. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe, I haven't looked up on too many of the talent tree guides or anything, but I was thinking maybe you guys could let me know, like, if you guys have any tips or anything for PvP wise. Like, I was thinking I might either go Fire Elemental or I think it's Wind Elemental. I'm not sure which one's better for PvP, but, like, I think Fire has some cool spells, like it has Armageddon or something, and then, Wind's got the tornadoes and the hurricane, and, it can be pretty deadly, so just let me know what you guys think about that. Just got another level here. See, another thing that I feel that I'm pretty disappointed about for the D3 wise is how they removed a lot of the character customization. I mean, for me, like the biggest thing about Diablo was like character customization. That's the thing I like. Is just I just want to have a different character from everyone else, and for me, it's just so much fun. Just going around trying to figure out builds and stuff, and that's why I was so excited about D3 because there's just so much like customization. And they remove the attributes, they remove the traits, they remove the skills and the talent trees, and I mean it's just frustrating because like they had the right idea, they just didn't have it perfected, and I guess they kind of got stuck on how to figure it out, and they just kind of gave up and completely removed it, and I mean that's really disappointing to me. Like it just feels kind of like a cop out. Like I don't really see why, because you can't figure something out, you're just gonna completely remove it from the game. Like I don't know, it's just kind of frustrating, but. I have noticed some small things, like some small changes from D2 to Lords of Destruction. Like, I think when you target players, like they kind of like glow green, which is kind of cool. I mean, for me, like the small things, make the difference. Here we go. I think that's my first rare, unique. It's called. I think it's unique or rare. I'm not sure what it's called, but we'll see what this is in a second here. Not bad, not bad. Of course, I would have no clue if it's good or not. I mean, It's been so long. And also, see, look at that gas potion. See, I'm wondering, like, in D2, like, all the potions were pretty generic. Like, that would be cool if they had, like, a bunch of, like, resistance potions, and I think that was a choking gas potion. Like, if they just have all these cool potions like that, that's cool. I mean, you know, small things, they add up, and it just makes for a better game for me. Quest log, I think it's probably just going to tell me I have, like, 3 or 4 left, so should be getting close to finishing this up. And also another thing to think about is, I was wondering if I should, you know, film it, because this cast is actually live, so I was wondering if I should actually film it, and then go back and do the commentary on top of it, and then maybe I could speed it up, and maybe that'll be more entertaining for you guys. So if that's something you guys would be interested, you know, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, let me go turn this in real quick. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. You know, stay tuned, and